Hi boys and girls, it is May 4th. So I thought it would be fun to learn how to draw Baby Yoda. May the 4th be with you. Woo! So anyway, all you need to do this is a piece of paper. A pencil comes in handy. I'm actually going to use a Sharpie for mine just so that you can see what I'm drawing. But you should always start with pencil and then you can outline it and color it in later if you want to. You want to use pencil so that you can erase any mistakes that you make. So drawing Baby Yoda is easier than you might think. Okay, you're going to start with his eyes and they are shaped kind of like lemons. So you want to make a curved line and another curved line. And then you're going to come over a little bit to the side, leave some space between for the nose, and you're going to do a curved line and another curved line. Now, if you look closely at mine, they're not exactly the same. That's fine. Don't worry about it. They don't need to be perfect. And then in order to make the highlights on Baby Yoda's eyes, you want to draw a big circle near the top on both of them, like that, and then a littler circle toward the bottom like this. And then if you're drawing in pencil, you're going to wait to fill them in until you're using the Sharpie marker. But since I'm drawing with Sharpie, I'm just going to go ahead and fill them in now so you can see those highlights. Remember, the highlights on the eyes are the place where the light is reflecting off of the eyes. And it's really easy to see reflections in other people's eyes. If you don't believe me, look at someone's eyes that you're with, and I bet you'll be able to see a little white circle of light reflecting off of them. Okay, so there we go. I have Baby Yoda's eyes complete with reflections. Next, I'm going to draw his nose, which is just a little kind of like a smile almost in between his eyes. Or you can think of it as an oval that isn't finished, okay? And then I want to give my Baby Yoda some eyebrows above each eye. And then if you've never noticed, Baby Yoda's a little bit wrinkly, so we're going to add some little wrinkle lines underneath of his eyes. And then his smile can be a little bit tricky. It kind of, it swoops up in the middle and then back down and then back up. So I'm going to start right underneath, swoop up, down, and then back up, kind of like that. Okay? So there we have his eyes, his nose, and his mouth. Next, I'm going to start working on the bottom part of Baby Yoda's face over here. Okay? So I'm going to go to the left of the eyebrow and come kind of close to the eyes. And then down underneath, swoop up a little bit for his chin, back up near his eye, and one more swoop out, okay? And then I'm going to start working on his ears. Baby Yoda has huge ears, right? So I'm going to start down in the middle of his cheek and make his ear come out and way up in and over his eye. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, don't worry if they're not exactly the same. You do the best you can. Mine definitely aren't exactly the same. Okay, and then Baby Yoda kind of has a furry head, so I'm going to do a little bit of a bumpy line up here. And you can add a little bit of spikes for his fur. And then he kind of has this wrinkle line that goes down and up on his forehead, okay? And then if you want, you can also add these lines along the bottom of the ears. If you have a chance to color it in, you can add the pink in these two sections. So there's my Baby Yoda head, okay? Next, we're gonna work on the top part of his jacket. So we're gonna do kind of a curved line down on one side, curved line down on the other side, and then I do a straight line down in the center and loop it over, and then loop this side over, and there's the top of Baby Yoda's jacket. And then I'm going to make his coat come down on each side. Something like that. And then kind of a curved line at the bottom. Okay. And 2 straight lines down in the middle. You can add a few little wrinkle lines if you want on the edges of his coat. Okay. And then for Baby Yoda's arms. Okay, here comes one of Baby Yoda's arms. We're going to make a straight line sort of coming out diagonal from the side and then loop around for a part of the cuff and then a second loop around for the bottom of the cuff. Okay. His hands are easier than you might imagine. It's one little bump and then one even smaller bump, almost like a little mitten hand. Okay. And then the same thing on the other side. So a straight line diagonal, loop around for the cuff, another loop around for the other cuff, one little bump for the hand, one little bump for the finger. And there you have it, boys and girls. It's Baby Yoda. Don't forget to sign your name. And it's always a good idea to include the date, especially since today is May 4th. May the 4th be with you.